Hello, this is Padge and welcome back to another episode of Padge Plays YOLO Edition with the game Orion Trail by Schell Games. We have done mission 1 of what I would appear to be 6 missions. I thought they were different difficulty levels, but no, they are different missions. And one thing which has put my back up a little, not in a bad way, just a sort of anticipation slash slightly scared for the future way, is right down by the 6th mission down here. There appears to be a little Borg cube. That's all I'm going to say. We're probably not going to get there. This is my first time through. We're doing all right at the moment, but well, it is a long way away yet. Let's not jump ahead of ourselves, but let's jump straight into it. So, mission 2. Here we go. Ursa Major, the home sector of the Ursans. It remains mostly uncharted by Galaxy Force. It'll be a tough task to bear. Bear? No, it's bear. Well, we could do it naked, I suppose, if we wanted to. Let's engage, shall we? So, we need to pick out Capitan. And, well, what do we do this time? I thought we might have played through with the same characters, but apparently not. So, now we've played the game and I can see how it is. I think it's probably better to edge up stats of certain... I can't even get my words out. Edge certain stats up. So we'll concentrate on, say, 2 or 3 of the stats rather than trying to have an even spread. Because with the even spread last time, it meant that we were restricted to having very low rolls and not many critical successes, which would appear to be the best way to win this game. So with that being said, how do we want to play this? I mean, we've got Anna Berliash. Don't be fooled by her rosy demeanour. Captain Berliash is a ferocious force who never accepts defeat. A skilled engineer, she's been known to push her tech team aside to fix the ship herself. But she has got 2 of the attack and 2 of the science. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. And as it stands, we'll be using the same monikers that we used last time around. So this first one we shall put into, well, this isn't the best really for our first officer. I mean, I like Colonel Bananas. Anyone who's big enough to wear monocle is good in my eyes. What have we got at the moment? Attack and science. So there's nothing really here which can help us. We just need to, again, hedge our bets towards another stat. I'm thinking tactics, simply because it's Colonel Bananas. The ridiculous result of a brain-enhancing test serum. Colonel Bananas has since enlisted in Galaxy Force to put his intellect to good use. His plans are unconventional, but nearly always succeed, as do most people's who go about wearing a monocle. You've got to have something about you to wear a monocle, and a certain eccentricity. I mean, why not just wear a pair of glasses? That's all I'm going to say. You don't have to have lenses in both if it's just the one eye. You can just have glass in the one and the prescription you need in the other. There's no need to go down the monocle route. I feel, and it's probably something that's been instilled on me since I was a child and playing Monopoly, that if you're going to have a monocle, you might as well have a top hat as well. And well, that's fine. I must admit, his name's Colonel Bananas. He does look a little monkeyish, but again, I'm not one to judge. I am one to call him Killer 403 though. So there we go. Boom. So we have our chief engineer. The Fixer, Dennis class, or Quista Bergte. So again, looking at our stats, I think this time around, we're probably better going for Dennis class, as we have science and tactics there, all buffed up. Yeah, we'll go for Dennis. A seasoned clap-spawn scientist who prefers the quiet of the lab over the bustle of the bridge. Dr. Class has a record of being stubborn and gruff towards the lesser minds that he serves with. Well, that sounds to me like Dogman. He can be quite stubborn with his comments. So there we go. Dogman is in there. And then we finish up with, our communications officer. And, what do I want to do here? I suppose we better buff our attack here, and again we'll be working on tactics to buff it as best we can. I think this is easily going to be Rarette Dorshell. Sergeant Dorshell led the effort to repel the unstoppable tide of roach people, later referred to as the Thororix invasion. One thing is certain, this lady knows more than you do about bugs. I also know one more thing. It's not a lady, it's Lebowski. Indeed. There we go. So that is our crew picked out. I've tried to be as quick as possible. I do realise on the first episode, we did spend an awful lot of time picking out people. Not really overthinking it, but now we know how the game is and the fact we've had to hedge our stats in certain areas. I'm hoping this time around it'll be a lot more fluent and we'll get away with it. Although Lebowski in woman form does look pretty smug. But I suppose you could say the same about me, except I'm a purple bear. So there we go. Right, so how did we do last time? Was there anything we were running out of? Not really. I don't think we need to worry about hull this time around. Food, we were quite lucky on that. Crew never got close to being low, so I'm not too fussed about crew. I'm thinking we split it between food and fuel. I think that's the most important. So 4 there and 4 there. I think that is good use of what we got. I think. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. So here we go. We are. Look how big I am. I am massive. But hey, you know, it's space. It's cool. So we have a pink nebula. A bright star shines through the pink formless clouds. We have an orange nebula. Shifting browns and oranges make up this murky cloud formation. And we have another pink nebula. Now, I would say, looking at it, what are you? Something purpley, that's for sure. I think as far as choice is concerned, I mean, what the hell are you? There's only one way to find out that one. Yeah, we'll go. In fact, we're going to hit one of those on top anyway. Yeah, we'll stick to the north route, I think. So we shall get to the pink nebula. Please don't hit anything. Not straight away. Backstar the instructor. Hungry and desperate, you hail a passing alien ship. We're not hungry or desperate. The hollow calm flickers on. Graha! Food? Only prime pupils get a tasty treat in my class. If you wish to survive, listen to my lecture carefully, Captain, for it will all be on the test. Oh, shit. Well, I think it's fair to say science is the way forward here. I don't know what we're going to lose, but we could gain a lot of food, which is good. I think. Guess we'll see. You assemble your science team on the bridge and charge up your data pad. No test has ever bested you, and this test will be no different. You follow along, taking copious, double annotated notes. Finally, Backstar faxes you the test. Faxes! Now that is old school. That is old school. Bring it on. Good. Good. I dig it. I dig it. I honestly thought that was going to be a critical failure for the first the first roll of this episode, which wouldn't have been a good start. Let's face it. Your stomach grumbles as you finish the test and send it back. Grr. Acceptable job, Captain. B-. Backstar sends a tank of lemon-lime Nutri-Paste to your celebrating crew, but you barely notice. A B- is a personal failure. We've let everyone down with that B-. B-, it's a smirk above a C+, which is passable, just about. Yeah, not good, not good. But hey, we've got a little bit of food out of it, so that's all good. So, well, we've cut off the bottom, that's for sure now. We don't have to worry about that. We can go to the Class P star. A purplish aura emanates from this tiny star. Or a Class M star, an older star at the end of its lifespan. We do get... Does that mean we get some hull for doing that? Or we can go for crew. Hull test or crew test? I've just been going by colours of the planet so far. I haven't even paid attention to that box until now. I think we'll go with the hull, seeing as that is standard at the moment. No extra plating there. The machine that goes ping. You hear a strange ticking coming from the ship. You take it to the nearest repair shop. A real seedy, back of the galaxy kind of place. A big lizard mechanic in overalls says it's your warp core, the most expensive part to replace. Son of a bitch. Okay, so we can have our engineers fix it. We can trick him to fix it for free. Or we can strong arm the lizard. All in our stats, really. So there's nothing to worry about here. The tactics and science stat is the highest. What am I willing to lose is the question. I think we should probably go for science because all we can lose is food there, I believe. So let's do that. You decide to count on the training and expertise of your own engineers. You offer them snacks and other perks to get the job done well and in record time. Let's do this. Chance of shadiness 80.27%. Son of a bitch. Chance of shadiness confirmed. Alright. The engineers appreciate the snacks, but don't have all the necessary equipment to fix this particular problem. You cut a deal with the lizard mechanic, all the snacks for the parts you need. Well, that's alright. We lost a little bit of food to what we won before, but we do get an extra plate, so that's alright, I guess. So, do we want to take on another M star, or do we go up to the P star? So it can lead on to whatever that is. And whatever that is. That just looks like a normal sun. That looks pretty boring all in all. That's for food. That's for whatever. Let's do the class M star. Synapson Brain Beast. You cover part of space colony that a titanic synapson brain beast has made into its nest. The colonists within are mind slaves under the beast's complete control. Besides that, the colony appears bustling and bountiful. So everyone's happy, except they're feeding all their food to this malignant parasite of an alien. But hey, you know, pros and cons. Pros and cons. What should we do? We can negotiate the colonist's freedom. No, we can't. We can splatter the brain matter, or we can tap into the psychic link. Well, science. Science all the way on that. Let's science the shit out of it. You look on as your science team prepares to jack into the beast's psychic mind cast. For science, that's not a good roll. Oh, barely, barely, barely. You focus on the consciousness of a single colony shuttle pilot. Increasing power to the device, you ask him to load his ship with survivors and fly to your ship. You add that he will be very happy here. To everyone's surprise, he complies. Nice. For crew. So. What, pray tell, are you? A red nebula for food, or a class K star, a high mass star near the end of its lifespan for something interesting. I think that's the way to go. Ideally, I want to end here, so we've got a chance of going to both of these stations because I don't know what they are. So we're going to have to go to the class K star, I'm afraid. Food's all right at the moment. Crisis Superware Party. Or was that Supperware Party? A take on Tupperware, I presume. Your chief engineer has invited you to a Supperware party. You hate parties where you're guilted into buying overpriced stuff you don't need, but you want to be a supportive captain. You arrive and everyone seems to be having fun. Ugh, and we've got to buy some Supperware or eat some of the gelatin mould. Well, I'd rather lose food here than I would not knowing what we're going to lose. So let's eat some gelatin mold, I guess. The food on display looks appetizing and you want to be an active and appreciative guest. You grab a spoon, preparing to serve yourself a portion of a colourful yellow gelatin mold. Here we go. Now if we succeed this, no, I didn't think we would. I was going to say I wouldn't be able to get my head around this RNG. At least it hasn't slowed down and then sped up again. That sucked before. The gelatin is so delicious. Suddenly you have the urge to buy an entire catalogue's worth of Supperware. Anyone who tries the gelatin has the same urge. The Supperware lady just winks with an evil gleam in her eye. Oh shit. So we've lost no bravado, which is great because we didn't have any anyway. And we've lost food, more importantly. Oh, hey ho, moving on. Yeah, I didn't think that mattered. So we need to be going to the Pink Nebula next, which is a food. Oh, they're both foodie. That's fine. Haven't come across any gravestones yet, which is unusual. The Underbaker rises. A criminal feared for his confectionery genius as much as his evil, the Underbaker plans to use his quantum oven to unbake all pies, making him the galaxy's sole supplier. He demands your fuel for his plan. If you refuse, he threatens to bake you. Oh, shit. Okay, well, we can either monologue him or find a way to counter unbaking. Either way, there's a chance of us doing food. It's the same chance overall. I'm going to try get him monologuing, I think, because I'm interested to see what we could win. I don't, in fact, well, Or lose even, what we could lose. Yeah, that'll do. Acting confused, you imply you don't understand the Underbaker's plan. Everyone knows super criminals hate it when you don't understand their plans. Perhaps if you get him talking, you could make a break for it. Let's run. As quick as we can. We're safe. We're safe. Sure enough, the Underbaker begins to explain how, when he is the galaxy's sole pie provider, the pastry addicted everywhere will kneel before him, forming the foundation of his new empire. While he talks, you steal some pastries and fly away. Boom. Nice. Very nice. So we now have either the Peskin Outpost, an outpost of the Peskin Emirates. They're always looking for hull plating. Or Industrial Station. An industrial mining outpost looks like a good place to trade. Fuel is in high demand. We do have quite a bit of fuel, so I'd rather do that over the hull, I think. Oh. Beware, Galacula. Rumours spread that the terrible space vampire Galacula... Actually, now I've heard space vampire, it's Galacula, isn't it? Could be on board your ship. It is said that a vial of ship fuel worn around one's neck can ward him off. Great. Well, that seems very unfair, considering we're about to trade fuel. Thanks for that. Mining hub. You receive a message from a nearby mining colony, inviting you to stop by to trade resources. They seem friendly enough. So we could rest for HP... and lose food, but there's no one injured, so there's no need for that. We can chat with the locals, which doesn't cost us anything, or we can leave. So I guess we'll chat with the locals. You wander the cramped halls of the mining colony until you come upon something resembling a general store and a bar. An elderly grobulin leans against his stall, bored. So do we want to trade for resources or to the bar? I think I'm feeling a little bit haphazard on fuel and food. I'd like to trade if possible. So we can trade two crew to take us back down to normal. And what do I want to put up? Maybe a fuel. Is that it? Just one? Alright, that'll do, I guess. Wow, that was expensive. Yeah, if I do one more crew, can I get... Then again, is 50 food going to make much difference? I suppose it could, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. You finish your dealings with the Grobulin and take a look around. The bar still seems to be open. Oh, well, in which case to the bar. You take a look around. The bar is packed with lively characters from all around the sector. Who would you like to talk to? So we can talk to the miners or the bartender, or we can go home. Let's talk to one of the miners, one of the locals. The miners are sitting around enjoying their time off. After introducing yourself and chatting for a while, it's clear that these guys are pretty short-staffed and undersupplied. So we can give them some supplies, or we can share some supplies for info. We could try supplies for info, I guess. The miners are willing to give you some data on some of their more unusual ore in exchange for some hull plating to reinforce their shuttles. They could always use more helping hands too. I'll give you 4 crew to help out. Or I'll give you 2 hull plates. I'm happy to give them the hull plates. The miners thank you for the hull plating and transfer the agreed upon data to your data pad. So up goes our science. Nice. And I think now the bar is closed, we're good. Let's go back out. You receive a message from a nearby mining colony. I've done that bit. It's time to leave. Alright, so. Wowzer. This is a big one. This is a big one. Right, what I think we'll call it quits in this episode at the SOS once we've done that. So we'll finish on a big, well, I'd like to think a big climax. Hopefully not our death. We have the asteroid belt, or we have the class G star, a yellow star, much like our own. And more importantly, it has fuel. So let's do that. You've encountered a gravestone. It was more than overdue, I feel. Sensors indicate that there is some sort of floating memorial nearby. Your navigator asks if you want to make the short detour to check it out. Let's have a gander. Space Knight Sir... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Space Knight Sir Rod is how we'll call him. The crew was ready to leave orbit and didn't feel like waiting for everyone. How true, sir. How true. One of your officers tackles you and knocks you to the ground. A swinging blade trap clangs harmlessly against the gravestone. Son of a bitch, Sir Rod. Our tactics goes up though, which is good. Awesome. The Wrath of Kang. Alright. You are awakened from your daily cryo nap to find that someone has disabled your ship. Suddenly you are hailed by disgraced ex-Galaxy Force Commander General Evelyn Kang. Good eatings, Captain. Going somewhere? Apparently not. We can challenge Kang to an eating contest. No chance. Challenge Kang to debate. Again, rubbish. Or we can challenge Kang to single combat. That's all we can do. That's all we were built to do. So let's fight, I guess. Kang agrees and you begin taping up your hands for the impending clash. You'll get your ship back online and capture one of Galaxy Force's most wanted in a single fight. Let's rumble! I mean, the odds are in our favour statistically. Critical? Yeah. Things look grim, but you rally, using her incredible strength against her. You hurl her into your ship's main airlock. Now that you have the upper hand, you set some new, less treacherous terms. Your ship works, and it's full of fuel. Nice. Superb. That's what we need. More of that, please. And on to the Class G. Can't do anything more than do this, which is fine by me. Food is running low, actually. We need to probably look at that next time. Right, so we have the big word. Sine-cognatus telepathic terror. Ensign Lenny's eyes roll back and speaks with a stilted cadence. I am Sine-cognatus, master of minds. Best me in mental combat or surrender your crew. Your view screen flares to life and a grinning lizard man awaits your next move. Oh, he's got a bit of a gammy eye there. Need some eye drops for that. So we can send our gunner, send our tactician, or stand up. You got this. No. Tactician all the way, I'm afraid. You nod to your tactician, who knows exactly what to do. The tactician has formed countless strategies that have mostly worked before. You're confident that there's a strategy for any outcome that crops up. I believe in you, tactician. Come on, the odds are in my favour. Critical success would be great. Bastard. Sine-cognatus' hand wavers for a moment. The tactician's leg trembles. No one seems to be moving much. It's honestly hard to tell what's going on. The transmission ends abruptly. Later, several mind slave refugees arrive via shuttle. Nice. There's no slave like a mind slave. And on to the SOS. There's a distress beacon. Food is at stake here, which is great. Let's do this. Wild Space Kingdom. Galaxy Force has received a distress call from a crew filming a nature documentary on the third planet of the Akriti system. They're trapped and you're the closest ship. Send an away team to their rescue. Why not? Why not? So, who are we going to send out? That is the question. I mean, realistically, it's probably going to have to be Lebowski this time around. Dogman is tactics and science, which is alright. Killer, he's only tactics. He's not very good at all. But Lebowski, with that smug look on her face, with 2 tactics and 2 attack, that's all we can say, really, isn't it? That's all we need. Empty shuttle pod. The away team approaches the source of the distress call and find an empty shuttle completely overwhelmed with warp weasels. They're eating the padding on the chairs, chewing exposed wiring and building nests everywhere. Where is the film crew? So we can study the warp weasels, search the area or search the pod. Well, we're going to have to search the area, I feel. Given that the warp weasels have clearly taken over the pod, it's likely that the film crew are elsewhere. At least you hope they are. You order Lebowski to search the nearby woods. Alright, Lebowski. Godspeed. Alright, we lose some people. That's fine. That's fine. You find a dead cameraman being dined on by some of the warp weasels. Jeremy Timon vomits so hard that they keel over and die, providing the weasels with seconds. Ew. At least you have some cool new video equipment. Okay, so our science has gone up. Nice. Oh. Right, before we do any more, let's just check out these people. Who do we have? We have Bill Power, Sid the Kid, Templeton Sledmere, Emmy Druckmann, Nick Chopper, Ravax, and Mayuri Mayhem. I don't know who this person in the centre is with the staff and who's looking up into the air at the moment, but they are godlike. They are beautiful. If they die, we might as well just end the game here. Something bigger. The film crew, it turns out, is filming a short distance away. As the team approaches, the director motions to be quiet. They're filming a giant Akiri wildebeest rooting for food. It's stunning. Until Lebowski sneezes. Oh, Lebowski! Oh, maybe it's not a smug look that Lebowski is holding. Maybe it's just a constant on the brink of sneezing. It could be. It could be. What can we do? Probably just kill it. It's probably our best bet. Let's just kill the wildebeest. Why not? You can't risk the lives of your away team. Now that the Akiri wildebeest has noticed everyone, you order Lebowski to take out the animal. Engage, Lebowski. Not looking good. Yeah. The director begs the team not to kill it, so they fire warning shots to scare it. However, with no wildebeest to film, the crew needs to fake it. Bill Power puts on an elaborate costume, but is instantly killed by poachers. Bastards. No, we haven't lost the epic looking guy yet at the moment. Oh, wow. Okay. Scout locations. You found the film crew and dealt with a rare Akiri wildebeest. The crew asks your protection as they finish filming the episode. There are several cool locations they could film next. Which one is your away team most prepared to handle? So we have the cave, the plains, or we can leg it. I mean, what are they looking for again? Is it just general wildlife? Because the plains are good for wildlife, I'd like to think. Let's do that. You feel a lot more comfortable staying in an open space. You direct Lebowski to stay in the plains as the film crew continues its work. The wide open plains. Everything is perfectly set up on the plains to capture any wildlife that should meander by. Soon there are lots of animals running past. In a panic. Here comes a large dangerous storm. The team is in the worst place they could possibly be. Of course, of course. So the only thing we've got open to us here is to pray to the Akiri storm goddess. No, it's not. It's take the readings. Let's do that. With a storm of this size on the way, you have an opportunity to get new meteorological data. You order Lebowski to find a means of taking readings. Alright, Lebowski, let's do this. Oh, I think we've just done it. That's fine, that's fine. Lebowski decides that the best way to get readings is to hurl a brave person into the storm with all the senses attached to them. The readings are fascinating, and Nick Chopper is never forgotten. Oh, Nick. Oh, Nick. Moving on. Oh, we lost the alien. That's all right, that's all right. Rival film crew. Oh, dear. The away team collects itself from the harrowing experience, only to come upon a rival film crew also filming a nature documentary. It's the Splat Brothers, those loud edutainment guys in their khaki shorts. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to have to fake them out here, I think. There's nothing else we can do as far as stats are concerned. The Splat Brothers will probably leave if you can trick them into thinking that something dangerous is about to happen. You order Lebowski to commence a fake out. Go, Lebowski. Let's do this. That's not good. That's not good. Don't be an epic fail. That's fine. I can live with that. I can live with that. Lebowski shoots a nearby tree with their phaser, which falls and scares the Splat Brothers away. Too bad the tree fell on Mayuri Mayhem. Oh, okay, fine. Your away team and the Wild Space Kingdom crew see a flock of stately Akiri blords. These are large ostrich-like birds with two heads, which were only rumoured to actually exist. Oh, so we can walk among the birds, stalk the birds, or attack the birds. Well, we better stalk them. That's probably the nicest thing to do. You order Lebowski to carefully stalk the birds, allowing the film crew to get the best possible footage for the Akiri 3 episode of Wild Space Kingdom. I'm not liking all these critical fails which keep mounting up as our crew goes down. It's a good slow hit though. We should be alright. Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Why did you speed up? I don't understand why this game speeds up the RNG when it starts to slow down. That's very annoying. Very annoying. Lebowski trips and falls, causing the birds to stampede. A few of your crew members are now flat. They are rolled up into a poster tube for convenient storage. We've only lost one person. Who did we lose? Not the bold guy, that's fine. A crew of Wild Space Kingdom. The crew of Wild Space Kingdom has only one more species to film on Akiri 3 before they come aboard the Indestructible 2. You're now standing before the amazing and dangerous grove of giant carnivorous Venus flytrap plants. Okay, so we can send a decoy, throw a warp weasel, or take a sample. Well, again, it's going to have to be a warp weasel, I feel. The viewers are going to want to see these awesome plants in action. Heck, so do you. You order Lebowski to throw a warp weasel into the grove just to see what happens. Oh, this isn't going to end well, is it? Go on, speed up now. Yeah, that's fine. All right, whatever. A plant catches the warp weasel in its mouth, swallows it whole, and looks like it's smiling. Your team is so surprised to hear the plant ask for someone named Seymour to feed it. Sid the Kid falls in. Feed me, Seymour. Now that the mission is over, there's all this footage from your adventures on Akiri 3. Some of it could be pretty embarrassing to Galaxy Force. What do you order Lebowski to do with it? Commandeer it or destroy it? Well, a lot of people have died in order for this footage to be created, so I say commandeer it. You never know when you might need embarrassing footage to blackmail someone with. Plus, you may recut it into a series of entertaining vines. I'm all for that, and we've got a tactics +1. Tip top. Your away team, or what's left of them anyway, finally, but safely, returns to the Indestructible 2 with the crew of Wild Space Kingdom. The Grateful Network offers your choice of reward. So we can have food or fuel. I think food is the way to go on this. Seeing them safe is reward enough. Have you not seen the amount of people who have died just to get these people off that bloody planet? I'm getting something out of it. So food. You ask for food. You get Warp Weasel. What? Wildebeest, Glarf, Blorts, Plant Steaks. Every creature you met on Akiri 3. Ironic. You even received some Splat Brothers branded Nutri-Bars. We won't question that. Our crew's gone up, which is good. Our food's gone up, which is even better. And we are through the first away mission with only a slight scratch to Lebowski, which is fantastic. A lot better than the first away mission we did. And I think that's where we'll end this episode. So thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.